everybody. Today I'll be sharing with you a book called Animal Tales by Dick King-Smith. 5 furry friends for you to take home and cherish in this delightful collection of tales from Dick King-Smith. Would you like to read about 5 fascinating animals? My favorite story of this one is the guard dog. So there's the pet shop, and there were 6 puppies in the pet shop. People who have known about dogs would have easily recognized them. There's a Labrador, a Springer Spaniel, an old sheepdog, a poodle, and a pug. But even the most expert dog fancier couldn't have put a name to the 6. Because most of them didn't really see him because he was so small. He's like this size. And everybody thought he was very silly, and they talked about what they really wanted to be. The Labrador says he wants to be a guard dog, and the Springer Spaniel is going to be a gun dog. The Labrador is going to be a guard dog. The old English sheepdog is going to be a sheepdog. The poodle is going to be a show dog and win masses of prizes. And the pug wants to be a lap dog. And the little dog also wants to be a guard dog. But they were always laughing because he was so small and they were very funny. But he had a really loud one. It was a very awful noise, but so loud. And then everyone said, "There's nobody will ever want him." But then a person got him, Fragile. But then they really didn't want it. And then afterwards, he had to go back to the place. And in 14 days, if he wasn't sold, he would have to be killed. So, but luckily, on the 14th day, somebody went to buy him, which is lucky. Very, very, very lucky. Because then he would have to get killed by an injection, and then after an old man gets him, and they are very nice, happy, and he won't even have to hear his barking because he's deaf, so that's lucky. So then that was the end of the story. And then I like this book very much, and I like it how it's like divided into 5 tales, not like one book and then another book. I like it like that. short stories in a whole book. There's also other books by Dick King-Smith. Cool. So the other ones are you can find other books which are Funny Frank by Dick King-Smith. I've got a chicken that wants to be a duck. Frank is a funny chick. Unlike all his brothers and sisters, he doesn't want to peck around at anything and everything in the dust. No, Frank wants to dabble about in the lovely duck pond, splashing himself with water. Most of all, he wants to learn how to swim. Can Jemima, the farmer's daughter, find a way to help Frank? And if Frank can't swim like a duck, what will happen when he grows up to be a cockerel? Happy Mouse Day. This is another one. You are not keeping a mouse in this house. Every Saturday, or Mouse Day, as Pete calls it. Pete asks his mum if he can have a pet mouse. And every week, the answer is the same, no. And then Pete gets a terrific idea. He could secretly keep a mouse in his tree house. The adventurous snail. This is another. Snail on board. Siegfried loves to explore. One day, his exploration's taking on a big adventure. From his home in the grass to the airport, onto an aeroplane, and even all the way to America. Then he makes some very important friends, Mr. Ambassador and Mr. President, find a new home in the sandwich box, and also meets the lovely Peggy Sue. The last one that's over here is Titus rules okay. Titus, my boy, said the Queen, I have a very funny feeling that you're going to be a very special dog. Titus is a young corgi puppy growing up in Windsor Castle. There is lots he must learn, like how to not trip up Prince Philip. Soon he becomes the Queen's favourite, and she even let him sleep on her bed at night. And it is because of Titus that Her Majesty finally does something very surprising. Those are the books also available by Dick King-Smith. It's not all of them. You can still get others, like you can. These aren't all the books that are still there. Like Dick King-Smith served in the Reindeer Guards during the Second World War, and he died when he was 88. That's quite old. I like this book very much and I recommend it to you. Bye-bye.